you don't need anyone to give you power. You have the authority and you don't need permission. Welcome to We're Not Dead Yet, women rocking their next chapter. On this channel, I'll interview women in their 40s, 50s, 60s, even beyond, who are reinventing themselves, dreaming new dreams, discovering new talents, maybe unearthing long ago buried dreams. Before I forget, if you're new to this whole YouTube thing, you're going to want to create an account. That way you can like and comment on the videos too. It's really important that you subscribe to the channel and like the videos. It's those algorithms. It's only by growing the channel that I can share more stories of women around the country and even the globe. I turned 55 this year. Is 55 the new 25? I hope not, because I really don't want to go back. But at 25, I never could have imagined that 30 years and 3 kids later, I'd be healthier, stronger, more energetic, and ready to take on new challenges. As I looked around, all around me were women who were finding another gear. Some were born out of heartache or drama, and others not. But what they had in common was the daring to imagine more for themselves. And the more I talked to women about my idea for this channel, the more I realized most of us are somewhere on the spectrum. Some are already living their best next chapter. Others are journaling and pondering what they're going to do next. And some have an idea, but just not quite ready to take that first step. So why We're Not Dead Yet? Fun story. A little over 10 years ago, 2008 to be exact, my husband and I went on a weekend getaway with our best friends to Key West. Let's just say the trip started out in Miami in a convertible with Amy and I in the back seat singing 80s tunes at the top of our lungs while our somewhat more mature husbands went from mildly amused to increasingly annoyed. One evening, after a delicious meal and a yummy bottle of wine, the 4 of us hit Duval Street in search of live music and margaritas. Amy and I danced the night away. Suddenly, we heard from across the street a favorite 80s tune. And like dogs chasing a squirrel, Amy and I looked at each other and bolted from the bar. As we ran down the street, the guys were calling after us, "Wait, stop!" And I shouted back, "We're not dead yet!" Now, while it was all fun and games back then, and Amy and I were just barely into our 40s, the phrase kept reoccurring. In fact, her adult daughter recently said, "It's the family motto." And in my life, it took on increasing significance. At the age of 44, I decided to form a middle school musical theater troupe. I produced, directed, choreographed, even costumed. I had never done any of those things professionally before, and I didn't have a teaching degree. But I thought, why not me? We're not dead yet. Our little ragtag group even ended up winning some national awards. Then, at 46, my premenopausal metabolism had crept to an all-time low. Hell-bent on finding a solution that didn't require a gym membership, classes with perky teachers, or hours and hours of time, I resolved to teach myself to run. Now, I had never been a runner, not even in my youth. I could barely run a block. But armed with some professionally fit running shoes, a heart rate monitor, the Couch to 5K app, and coaching from some serious running friends, I took the first step. Over the first couple of years, there were many setbacks, illnesses, surgeries. Each time it would take longer and longer to get motivated to do it again. But eventually, I was running 5Ks and 10Ks. At age 53, my running had my heart and lungs in the shape of a 20-year-old. But I still struggled with that midlife midsection. So I took a chance on a new nutrition program. In short order, I had my 20-year-old waistline and weight back too. I loved it so much, I decided to become a coach. Why not me? We're not dead yet. And then last year, I decided I was no longer satisfied with the loss of muscle tone, my flabby arms, my sagging derriere. I did the unthinkable. I joined my husband's gym and started weight training. I thought, we're not dead yet. I can have abs. I want abs. So how did We're Not Dead Yet become a YouTube channel? Well, that brings us full circle back to my friend Amy. In her 40s, Amy announced to me, quote, she wasn't done yet. She wanted to go back to work full time. So she and her husband left the state, started a new company, and she would head up the marketing side. I was low-key pissed about this. What more did she want? I didn't need more. We were having a great time. But as I watched their success, my irritation turned into huge admiration. She had become a badass boss babe. So on a recent visit with her, we were having lunch, and I was telling her about my nutrition coaching business and how excited I was about it. She listened and was supportive, but then suddenly she said, I want more for you. I was aghast. This could be a big deal, I said. She said, you have skills. I want you to have your own thing. So she proceeded to write some ideas on a napkin. And we went through them, and honestly, none of them really resonated with me. But into the second margarita, I said, I do have a kernel of an idea. So after a lot of work and so much support from other women, my husband, and even my children, I've created something I hope will inspire and motivate women in those middle to late chapters. The possibilities are endless. We can still dream big dreams. I envision not just a YouTube channel, but a community of women who are motivating each other, brainstorming with each other, expanding each other's dreams. Someone recently said, oh, it's about empowering women. One word I do not like is empower. Empower means to give somebody power, to give somebody authority, to give them permission. Girl, you don't need anyone to give you power, authority, or permission. You have the power. You have the authority, and you don't need permission. You may need support, encouragement, information, maybe even a little help. This channel and the stories I'll tell are meant to embolden you to take that first step or take that next step. It can be as small as telling a friend your idea, like I did Amy. Sometimes just saying an idea out loud gives it momentum. And that leads me to the most important word in the phrase, we're. You know, I thought briefly about making it just not dead yet. You know, it's crisp, jazzy. But then the more I thought about it, I realized that every reinvention I've had, every new endeavor I've taken on, I was encouraged, inspired, sometimes even coached by the women around me. It's a team effort. Along those lines, I hope you'll share this channel and share the videos with your friends. Not only will it encourage them, but it will help me grow the channel so that I can share the stories of more women around the country, even the world. Big dreams.